Welcome to the premiere episode of Viewfinder, a show that focuses on member and staff program spotlights, production and tech tips, and keeps you abreast of current and future events at Arlington Independent Media. I'm Kevin Sampson, one of the staff producers here at AIM, and I'll be rocking with you on this episode. So let's get started. Our first producer and program spotlight is on Sherri Thompson. Ms. Thompson is the owner of Viola's Baby Girls Ventures, LLC, and the creator and executive producer of Beyond the Lyrics, a show that's all about supporting some of the greatest indie artists in the music game. Sherri, welcome to Viewfinder.
Thank you so much.
So, I am a big fan of the show. And
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's obvious to me that you really love music. So, before we get started, when did you first fall in love with music?
Well, I first fell in love with music when I was a youngster growing up at home. You know, my mom sang in the church choir. My sister was a music major at Princeton University. That's pretty much it. You know, I heard music all the time growing up. Before I could go outside to play, I had to do my chores, and I wound up having to listen to classical music most of the day. So that was my first experience when I fell in love with music.
That's cool. Beyond the Lyrics, can you give us a summary of what the show is about?
Well, basically, the show is about me highlighting emerging indie artists from the DMV region. Most of them that I work with, the artists that I work with here, whether they're singer-songwriters, producers, entertainers, that's it. I wanted to have that basic conversational format, like Charlie Rose format. Charlie Rose meets Austin City Limits Live or something like that. That's what I'm really going for.
Cool.
You know, we just started, but,
yeah.
Overall, that's what we want to do.
So what inspired you to create the show?
What inspired me to create the show? Just the fact that most of these emerging artists, I know how I feel about them, how I feel about their craft, their talent. But, I want everybody else to see what it is that I see in them, too. So I wanted to be able to give them more of a different platform to expose some of their gifts, talents.
You know, with creating any show, there's going to be some challenges. And for, the members, producers, or, just community members that are watching and maybe thinking about starting their own show, what are some of the challenges that you faced in creating Beyond the Lyrics?
I don't want to say. No. One of the main challenges has been editing. Everybody here is so great, though. The whole staff, the crew, everybody. I mean, I love that. If it weren't for you all helping me out, I swear I wouldn't be doing this thing. But editing is the main challenge because, you can have so much footage, but if you don't know how to edit, which I don't, for the longest time, I didn't. Other than, what is that, Windows Movie Maker or something?
Right.
That's not going to cut it,
yeah.
With this. So that's been the main challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
But obviously, even though every production has its challenges, the end product is so worth it. So
yes.
What have you enjoyed the most in having, your own show?
Oh, man, just being able to see it come to, when you think about it. You write everything out. Because I'm a writer. I'm not a talker. I am not. But being able to see it on paper, to being able to see it on the screen, that's very rewarding,
Right.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I know personally.
Yeah,
So I personally watched the show since the first episode, and I love how you mix together your interviews with live performances here in the studio, as well as, the artist's music videos. And when you watch it, you definitely leave the show with a sense of who that artist is.
Okay.
One of the best moments by far to me was when you allowed Kenny Wesley the opportunity to speak to his idol, Ms. Dionne Warwick, on the phone.
Now, we talked a little bit about influences, and I'm a lover of music too, pop history. If you could think about your all-time favorites, and if you had the opportunity to actually speak to a living legend like Dionne Warwick, what would you ask her?
Wow, you read my mind because I love her. She's probably one of my favorites. And
Yes, Kenny, if you'll just hold one moment on that question, you might have the opportunity to ask her yourself. Hello, Ms. Warwick? Are you with us?
Yes.
Dionne Warwick to Beyond the Lyrics. Thanks so much for joining us. Dionne, I'm here with Kenny Wesley, and we are honored to have you with us.
Well, thank you. It's nice to be able to do this.
Oh, your voice is amazing, even now.
Can you tell me what that felt like to not only help him to see a dream come true, but more importantly, giving another person a moment in their life that they'll never forget?
What did it feel like? It was, I don't think there's enough words to explain that, you know, what it felt like. I've known Kenny for like 5 years. Yeah, we've been working together for 5 years. And I've always known that Dionne Warwick was like his biggest idol. She's the reason he started singing. And, you know, Dionne Warwick, Burt Bacharach, David Foster, people like that, those are his, oh man, those are his favorite people. Anyway, so I was a bit nervous, you know, about the thing
Right.
actually taking place, you know, but her people were so very, very receptive. I mean, from the very beginning, they didn't hesitate at all.
Wow.
They were like, sure, of course, you know, we'll do it. And they were like, just, you know, she'll call. And I know there was some, can I say it?
Yeah.
We were concerned about it, being able to bring it in the studio. We were concerned about that big time, but you all were so helpful. I mean, everybody, Jackie, Elaine, Lori, you know, just Kevin, Devin, everybody, you know, Nathan, everybody.
Right.
Just so very helpful in bringing that in here.
Yeah.
It was rewarding. You know, I wanted the moment when he heard her voice. Everybody knows Dionne Warwick's voice.
Mm-hmm.
And for like so long, I wanted to see his face, the expression on his face, to be able to hear that.
Right.
You know, for him to be able to talk to her. And to be able to see it on film, it was like unreal.
Yeah, I mean, it was a priceless moment, even I think for us as a staff, because as you said, you know, we were running around trying to make sure that the phone was gonna come into, but like just seeing that was just, I mean, that to me that was amazing, and
It was awesome.
And you could get the sense that like he was just blown away. And,
He was
excited.
And I've been waiting to see that a long time.
I noticed that the show has been picked up by Global Music TV Network as well.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So obviously, you have a lot of plans and goals for the show.
Yes.
And like I said, I've never seen anybody have a celebrity call in like that. So what are your plans and future goals for Beyond the Lyrics?
Just to get better and better. I'm new to this, you know, so I've got a long way to go. But, you know, I just plan on doing more surprises, having more surprises like that. And, you know, eventually if enough people like it, then, you know, it'll get picked up somewhere. But that's down the road because I've got to get better at my craft, you know, producing and editing. I've got to get that down.
Nice.
I'm not going to feel right till I get that down.
Well, with a humble spirit like yours, I'm sure that Beyond the Lyrics is going to do well. And, you know, we here, staff at Arlington Independent Media, support the show.
Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for coming on Viewfinder.
It's cold in here.
It's definitely great talking to you.
Great talking to you too, Kevin. Thank you.